Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? How you doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club. And this guy right here, Shorter Skywalker from the DFS Club. We're coming to you with an NFL Week 4 main slate video. If you guys are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave us a comment down below. Trying to get to 7,000 subscribers by the end of the month. And you know what, guys? I cannot do it without you. So please, please, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. My goodness. Leave a comment down below. Without further ado, let's start the fucking show. All right, so let's get our beverage ready, our evening alcoholic beverage. Hopefully you guys are having a great Saturday. Salute. Shout out to the 5-year anniversary of the tragedy in Las Vegas. So thoughts and prayers go out to all affected. And this is to you. All right, so let's get into the super thanks. So down below is a heart, and next to the heart is a thanks button. You hit the heart. If you want to throw a couple dollars in the tip jar for the channel, I'd really appreciate it. It goes to Schroeder's child support fund. You know what I'm saying? Schroeder's got 23, 20? I lost count, guys. I honestly lost count how many babies mamas he's got. He don't even know how many kittens he has. It's a mess. It's a real mess. And the salmon treat fund. So yeah, guys, you want to throw us a couple bucks in the tip jar? It'd be really appreciated. And you get a special shout out in the next video. So, and a special message from Schroeder and myself. So just a little incentive, and it just helps the channel grow, and I can upgrade more equipment, all that good stuff. So thank you guys so much. And we just got one from yesterday, which is more than enough. I just did an NBA preseason video. Got one from Shane O'Mac. It says right here, Schroeder, this is for you. All right. So we got a $2 super thanks from Shane O'Mac, Mr. Shane Robinson. He says, thank you so much. He just says thanks. Shane O'Mac's a DFS club member. So shout out to Shane Robinson for this $2 super thanks, bro. And the extra comment. And everybody that commented, look at DFS space right here, man. My brother, we got to give him a like and a thumbs up. I'm gonna send him a message too. Holding down NBA right now. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Shane O'Mac. It wasn't a popular video, but you know what? We had to put a video out. But Schroeder and I are very, very grateful. So thank you very much. And with NBA revving up, NHL revving up, MLB still going, NASCAR still going. You guys gotta come join the winning team, guys. Go to the website, go to dfsclub.com and look at our slideshow here. We're $14 a month. Check it. Look at the slideshow. Feast your eyes. Don't let that $14.99 a month fool you guys. We're the best in the whole entire industry. I think we're gonna hit 700 members this weekend, guys. You got two of the best DFS players in the business. DFS space, my brother, myself, Skywalker DFS. We play everything. We play every single sport. We're playing NBA preseason as we speak. Killed it in the first game because you got to stay on top of the news, man. We're just waiting for the starting lineups for tonight's game, man. That's what it's all about. AG, shout out to AG with bringing the news immediately. But you get every single sport with us, guys. Everything, anything that DraftKings and FanDuel offers, you get it. Over 600. I can't wait to update that to 700, guys. Just click join now. Make sure you click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, so Schroeder and I get credit. And then pick your plans, guys. Look at these prices. Please shop around. Please shop around. We cover prize picks, guys. We do sports wagering also. And the members only podcast is what you get. Exclusively to the DFS club. You get all my lineups, ownership. You get all the projections, all the top stacks, core plays, sneaky plays. Every tool you will ever need to make $1.01 in this business, guys. Come check us out, dude. Our yearly plans are cheaper than everybody's monthly plans. And wait till NBA rolls around. they're going to charge you. They'll probably be charging like $400 or $500 a month. I'm not even exaggerating. Or $14.99 a month, guys. And that's for every single thing. The only difference is the more you pay up, the more you save. We got 3-day passes. DFSclub.com. Don't you dare be sour. Stop losing, start winning, and feel the power. That's right, guys. That's my new saying, and I'm pretty fucking proud of it. What are you doing now, Schroeder? What's up with you? He said, yeah, I'm just chilling. So I got all these new cords, so he's just like wants to bite them really bad. All right, so let's get into the slate, guys. Let's bring up Draft Dashboard. If you guys want to try this out, it's $1 for 30 days. I'll leave the link in the description below. $1, make you holla. Me love you long time deal. All right. Let's look at the injuries first. So Dalton Schultz. So he went from questionable to probable, not probable to questionable. I think he's going to play. DJ Chark is out. Detroit is very shorthanded at wide receiver. Jameis Winston is out. Jacoby Myers is out. Well, the kicker's out for the Chiefs. Who gives a shit? Hunter Renfro's out, guys. Goodwin's in for Seattle. Those are Keenan Allen out. The Chargers are going to be shorthanded. Swift for Detroit is out. Not Taylor Swift, but DeAndre Swift. Let's see. David Montgomery out. That's why it's so good to do these videos Sunday or Saturday evening. That way we have pretty much all the news in. AJ Green's going to be out for Arizona. Rondell Moore's going to be back, though. And he's way too cheap. So that's where we're at, guys. So as usual, I got some good plays. I got some good value plays and some good mid-tier plays, guys. So let's start off at quarterback. So we got Josh Allen. We got Josh Allen on the slate going up against Baltimore. Baltimore gives up so many points, just raw points. Josh Allen has gotten no less than 30 fantasy points this season. 31, 33, 34. And a juicy matchup against Baltimore, who just gives it up, man. So love Josh Allen. Love a Bill stack. Listen here, it's going to be the cash stack. So for cash games, you're going to stack the Bills. It's okay to do it in GPPs too. Just make sure to be different with your other stack. You know what I mean? Or do a couple low-owned one-offs. There are ways to be different. So don't just automatically think like, I can't stack Buffalo because it's chalk. That's not the right way to think about it. Josh Allen, well, he's the second highest scoring quarterback this season so far. Second. Some think he's the first. Actually, he's the second. We got Jalen Hurts going up against Jacksonville, who's actually pretty tough against running backs and quarterbacks. Their defense is pretty legit this year, man. They're 12th in the league against quarterbacks. But Jalen Hurts is on another level, man. 31, 37, 25 in his first 3 games. He just rushes so much. Now, his rushing attempts have gone down. So that might be cause for concern. He went from 17 in week 1 to just 9, right? Just 9 in week 3. So, but yeah, the fantasy points are there, 25, 37, 31. And an okay matchup against Jacksonville at 8-2. Could be a trap. I don't know. Kyle Murray, Justin Herbert, the pervert, no thanks. Russell Wilson, not on your life. Even in a great matchup against the Raiders. Aaron Rodgers, no. Green Bay, they run the ball. That's all they do. I don't trust Carson Wentz. Marcus Mariota, I think, is going to be a popular cheap play this week going up against Cleveland. They're ranked 23rd in the league against quarterbacks. He's only 5'6". You can do a little Atlanta stack if you want. Will I get to him? Probably not. But, I mean, that's really cheap. He's pretty safe. He's a dual threat. I mean, he's rushed 7, 6, and 12 attempts the last 3 weeks. So, I can't believe he's still doing it. Good for him. Jacoby Brissett on the other side here at 5'5". If you really want to pay down a quarterback, I don't think Brissett's such a bad idea. 5'5" is really cheap. It allows you to pay up at wide receiver, tight end. There's only one tight end this week that's expensive. We'll get to that. But, gosh, guys, there's just so much value. So I don't know if it's necessary to get down here. Like even Geno Smith against Detroit, 5.4K. I was saying another drink because I'm stumbling on my words already. Right, Schroeder? This is my first one all day. I promise you. I'm just exhausted. covering every single sport is mentally just fucking exhausting, guys. But yeah, it keeps me sharp though, so I like it. Geno Smith at 5'4" against Detroit. Hell yeah. Detroit's ranked 31st in the league, guys, against quarterbacks. Geno Smith's coming in right now at 8%. And Josh Allen 13, Jalen Hurts 10. But at 8%, I'm not the only one seeing this, so he's in play. Lamar Jackson, number 1. He's been the number 1 quarterback this year as far as fantasy points goes. 43, 49, and a 21. If Baltimore plans on keeping this game anywhere remotely close, he's going to have a good game. Mark Andrews is going to have a good game. However, it is risky, even though it's Lamar Jackson, because the Bills are number 1. You can see right here, number 1 against quarterbacks. So they shut him down, but Lamar Jackson's a different breed. Lamar Jackson, his arm looks better than it's ever looked. His rushes have picked up, right? 11 last week, and then 9 and 6. So his rushing attempts have gone up. I think they'll go up even more this week because the Bills' defense is that good. So Lamar Jackson's definitely in play at 8-3. Right now, only at 5%. So, and then Josh Allen's 8-4. So if you want to get off that Allen chalk or Jalen Hurts chalk, do a Lamar Jackson stack. Throw him in there with Andrews, man. So let's go to running backs. Jonathan Taylor at 8-8 has a pretty good matchup against Tennessee. Now, the running back position has been fucking disgusting. Let's just face it, right? It's been ass. It's been cheeks. You guys think of a nickname. Has not been good, right? 8.8K for Jonathan Taylor. Tennessee is 29th in the league against running backs. So they give it up to running backs. Sure, fine play. He's 15% right now. There are a lot cheaper plays that are worth considering, but we'll take a look there. Saquon Barkley, 8K against Chicago. He's getting a lot of ownership, though. Chicago, you would think they'd be tougher defensively. Not this year. They're 25th in the league against running backs. That's not so good. First time I've seen that in a while with a Bears team. So Saquon Barkley's firmly in play. No one's going to want to pay 8K for him. Right now at 18%, actually people are. But it is, what's New York going to do? They ain't got no wide receivers. So Barkley's either going to get more carries or he's going to get peppered with targets. He probably gets like 10 targets this week. So I do like him at 8K just for the upside of them being down so many wide receivers. PPR too over on Draftkings. Yeah, man. If he gets 10 receptions, he can easily surpass Jonathan Taylor here. Najee Harris against the Jets. Sure, 6-7's not too expensive. The Jets are 23rd in the league against running backs. It's Najee, though, It's his backfield. He's out there for 70% of the snaps. It's just the quarterback, right? This team is in trouble. They need a good quarterback. Maybe it wasn't just Big Ben, man. You know what I'm saying? So Najee's in play, but I probably won't get to him. Javonte Williams is in a great spot here. Mr. Fumbleitis here. Mr. I fumble the football. Against the Raiders, man, they're 30th in the league against rushers. The Raiders have never been able to stop the rush, ever. And he gets all the red zone. Now, I know he splits carries, but he gets most of the red zone action. Melvin Gordon and him, 50-50, but I like Javonte. I like the price tag at 6'6". He gets 2 touchdowns. I mean, you're looking at some slate-breaking shit. So, love the matchup. He's out there for 56% of the snaps at a 49% touch rate. So, if he's out there, he's getting the ball. Cordell Patterson, fine GPP play at 6'5". James Robinson, too. I mean, this man's getting no respect. No respect. He's going up against Philly. Yeah, they're tough defensively, but they do give up rushing yards. They're 20th in the league against running backs. James Robinson right now is only at 4%. 6.4K, 24, 16, 20. Leonard Fournette, who they said? So James Robinson, what a pleasant surprise for Jacksonville. This team does have a bright future, man. A lot of young talent here. I think he's firmly in play at 6'4". So no DeAndre Swift, Taylor Swift's brother. We got Jamal Williams should get the start at 6.1K. He should get a lion's share that carries everything, and it's against Seattle, man. Seattle's 22nd in the league against running backs. You're thinking, am I going to pay 6-1 for Jamal Williams? Yes, do it. It's a good idea. It's a good week to pay down a running back. There is a lot of value down here. 25 fantasy points last week, 20 rushing attempts. So just a little sneak peek of when Swift went down, what they're doing with Jamal Williams. So no David Montgomery. Khalil Herbert went the fuck off last week. 20 rushes and got 34 Draftkings points at no ownership because who would have thought, right? He's 5.7K. That's too cheap, especially against the Giants, man. The Giants are 27th in the league against running backs. Cash games, cash games, cash games. Cash game, Khalil Herbert. That's what we'll call him. Get him in there at 5.7. Christian McCaffrey, play at your own risk. He's bumped up, but he was limited in practice, so I think he's a go. He's 8.7. He should have a monster game against Arizona because their defense is terrible. They can't stop nobody. So he's at 11% this week, which is actually pretty high. So people are still a lot of Christian McCaffrey believers out there. But yeah, he's firmly in play at 8.7, guys. Damian Harris, I think, at 5.3 against Green Bay. They're pretty good against the run, but he's getting the red zone targets, the red zone rushes. It's kind of, him and Burkhead and, fucking Bob Smith all sharing the snaps with the committee, but I think Damian Harris is the better running back. He's only 5.3K. Right now, only getting 1%. 13 and 17 in his last two. Rashard Penny. So this is a dart throw. Dart throw GBP play, man. It's the production. It ain't his fault. It's these damn coaches that got to run these fucking committees. He's only 4.9K. He has the second best defense on the slate. He's only 4.9. That's crazy. He's 9% owned. So it's very risky because, yeah, he's out there for 61% of the snaps, but he only gets 34% of the touches. 8, a 2, and a 9. Now, it is against Detroit. Seattle's got to know to pound the freaking ball to win this game. You think the coach has got to know that. So Rashard Penny's firmly in play at 4.9. You got him in your season-long leagues. Like, I have him, and I'm debating playing him in my season-long league. So I'm definitely debating playing him on a DFS week. So let's go to wide receiver. So Stephon Diggs at 8.4K. Yep. Baltimore gives up the most fantasy points in the league to wide receivers. 32nd. Love Diggs at 8.4K. Josh Allen's favorite target. 11 targets last week, 14 the week before that. AJ Brown for Philly. Whoops, there goes the microphone. 7.4K is $1,000 cheaper. Gets Jacksonville. They're 21st in the league against wide receivers. So, yeah, I mean, they're pretty good against wide receivers, but AJ Brown's on another level, man. I mean, that's where the ball is going. He's getting the line. He's out there for 85% of the snaps, guys. 10 targets last week, 8 before that, 13 the week before that. So AJ Brown, especially if you're doing a Philly stack, absolutely. You want to at least correlate I'd say 2 pass catchers. Some say 1. I say at least 2 pass catchers with your quarterback, guys. Remember that. Michael Pittman Jr. is a good one off at 7.2. Definitely the number 1 option in Indy. It's against Tennessee. They're awful at defending wideouts, guys. They're 30th in the league. And right now, Michael Pittman's only getting 6% ownership. So very sneaky GPP play. No one's going to pay that. They're going to automatically go up to A.J. Brown, but actually Michael Pittman has the better matchup. So Matt Ryan's throwing him the ball. Matt Ryan's still okay. So, yeah, I don't mind it for 7-2, especially with the low ownership you're going to get. CeeDee Lamb. So Dallas has a great matchup this week. Going up against you-know-who, the Washington Redskins. 31st in the league defensively, you guys. Absolutely horrible. CeeDee Lamb at 6.7 looks great. He's getting the targets. Cooper Rush is winning games, right? He's just not a good fantasy quarterback, but he's getting the job done, and it's a good sign that he's throwing to CeeDee Lamb. So, yeah, 6.7K looks pretty good. Christian Kirk has a tough matchup this week. He's 6.6K, but he continues to get the damn thing done, man. He had a tough matchup last week against the Chargers and still got 19 fantasy points. 26 and 21 before that. Right now at 8% ownership, 6.6. Christian Kirk, they paid him all that money to come to Jacksonville, so I do like him. Cortland Sutton against the Raiders. the Raiders are actually pretty decent against wideouts. So 11th in the league. One thing they're good at. 18, 23, 11. One thing he is consistent. It's not Jerry Jeudy. It's Cortland Sutton. We know where Russell Wilson's going here. So definitely at 6.4K, especially if you're going to do a Denver stack. Sure, that would be my number one priority. It's not too expensive. Amari Cooper as a one-off looks decent at 6.3. Kind of feels like chasing, but it doesn't because it's against Atlanta. Atlanta's 28th in the league against wide receivers, guys. All this green is what you want to see here on Draft Dashboard. That means a great matchup. Amari Cooper, 26 and 28 in his last two. For 6.3K, if you can get another 20, just one more, dude, we'd appreciate it. And that's a bargain. And then we got the Drake Londons here at 6.1K. Just Mr. Consistent, right? Going up against Cleveland, 27th in the league against wide receivers. 14, 25, 12 in his last three. He's getting peppered with targets, guys. What a rookie this is, man. As long as this kid can stay healthy, boy, does he have a bright future. 6, 12, and 7 targets in the first 3 weeks. Get some Drake London in there. Deontay Johnson's a safe play, right? Going up against the Jets. The Jets don't got no defense. They're 24th in the league against wideouts. He gets all the targets for Pittsburgh. 11, 10, 12 double-digit fantasy points all 3 weeks. 16, 14, 13. Really doesn't get that much more consistent than that. So for 6K, you're getting what you pay for with Deontay Johnson. Tyler Lockett, 5.9K looks pretty good. If you're going to roll out Geno Smith, pair him up with Tyler Lockett, guys. Save some money. He's only 5.9K. It's not DK Metcalf's also going to have the tougher matchup. So Lockett should be open more, and he has been. He's gotten peppered with 11 targets in the last 2 games, 17 and a 23, and he's still in the 5K range. So especially if you're going to roll out a sneaky Geno Smith line, I like Tyler Lockett here at 5.9. Curtis Samuel is still too cheap, man. I call him the younger version of Cordell Patterson. He rushes, he wide receiver. He might throw a touchdown. You never know. 5.7K. It is against Dallas, so you think that Washington's probably going to run some trick plays. That's what I'm thinking. So Curtis Samuel's always in play as long as he's still in this 5K range. It's a tough matchup, though. Love Noah Brown. Now, with Dalton Schultz back, he'll probably take a back seat, right? But he's only 4.9K. I'm willing to take a shot for 4.9K with Noah Brown. 20, 10, 12 DraftKings points, week 1, week 2, week 3. The targets are there, 7, 5, and 9. He's out there for 85% of the snaps. So love Noah Brown at 4.9, man. I think they're going to, once everybody's healthy, I mean, he's going to keep his job, I think. He's showing Jones, like, yo, I want to stay on the field. Keep me out there. I'm going to fade Devontae Adams this week. I'm going to fade Mike Williams this week. Mike Williams might be a problem. He's 7K. I might change my mind on the spot here. Who else are they going to throw to? Well, yeah, I got another one for you. Gabe Davis, though, 6.6K. Should be a great opportunity here. I love that he's only 3% owned right now. 6.6K. Gabe Davis is going to play. He was limited in practice on Friday, so he's a go. So love him at 6.6 against the worst passing defense in the league, guys. So love it, love it, love it. DJ Moore is 5.3. It's the price tag, guys. It's the price tag. I know. Stop throwing shit at the screen. 6 targets. It can't help that you have a shitty quarterback back there, right? You got a shitty offensive line. The offensive line is terrible for Carolina. So the quarterback has like a half a second to get rid of the ball, it seems like. Poor bastard. But he's only 5.3. We know his ceiling is there. It is against Arizona. Arizona has no defense. So DJ Moore could be sneaky, and he's only 5.3. That's what really intrigues me. What I'm really intrigued by could be a sneakier play. Could be Josh Palmer here for Houston. Instead of paying all the way up here for Mike Williams at 7K, we got Joshua Palmer at 5K. He's been more consistent, let's face it. 9 and 8 targets in his last 2 games, 16 and a 13. I say take a shot, man. For only 5K, you got 5K laying over, I would definitely roll over to Josh Palmer's direction. And no one around his price range looks Nowhere near as good. He's getting 7% right now, so I guess I'm not the only one seeing this, but just a good cheap play. I got Romeo Doubs, guys, from Green Bay. 4.5K is way too cheap. And he's starting to get a lot of Aaron Rodgers' attention, which is a good thing. 8 targets last week, 21 Draftkings points. I think Aaron Rodgers and him have, kind of got something going now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he might be Aaron Rodgers' #1 target. I know Lazard is out there, but Romeo Doubs is only 4.5K. What a first quarter he had last game. So 4-5 is kind of like a punt play with good upside. Even in the prior weeks, he had 3 targets and 5 targets. Still got 5 and 9 DraftKings points. I've cashed guys this season with someone getting a 0. So Dobbs is a very safe play at 4-5. That's way too cheap. Then we got Mac Hollins for the Raiders, 4.2K. What are we doing here? Right? It is against Denver. They're #1 in the league against wideouts. I get it. That's just bad for Amari Cooper. So they're probably going to double cover Amari Cooper, which again, just like last week and the week before last, this is 2 weeks in a row now. Mac Hollins has been wide open in the end zone. Wide open. The only problem is Derek Carr is the one throwing him the fucking ball. Derek Carr is awful. We already know that. That's been established. He couldn't throw a spiral to save his life. But no Hunter Renfrow. I think Amari Cooper is going to be what? Or it's not Cooper, but Devontae Adams is going to be like double, triple covered. So I think Mac Hollins is going to be very sneaky at 4-2. 13%. I guess not that sneaky. I didn't see that till now. That jumped way up from yesterday. So, but yeah, 8 and 10 targets in his last 2 weeks, 12 and a 33. So 4-2 punt. Dobbs punt. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much value. We got Richie James at 4K. With all the injuries to the Giants, he's their #1 wide receiver this week against Chicago. So for 4K, I mean, what am I going to do here? Maybe, where are we going to pay up? I'm going to pay up a quarterback for sure. But if you're going to stack Buffalo, these are the other value plays that you can get to make your lineups different. There are so many good 4K wide receivers this week, guys. Tight ends, same thing. We'll get there next. But Richie James, #1 wideout this week, only 4K. Kid's good. He's a good rookie. George Pickens, GPP dart throw only. He's 3.8K. It's good to see they're finally throwing him the ball. He had that nice one-handed catch. We all saw it on primetime. But he finally got 7 targets, man. Nice slot receiver. Runs out there for about 5 yards, gets a pass. 7 targets, 7 fantasy points. They just need to get him in the end zone, man. Get him in the end zone a couple times for 3.8K against the Jets. You just got to look, it's against the Jets. This George Pickens kid has got so much talent. Just wait and see, guys. Just wait and see. He's not, this is probably the last week you get him that cheap. And then just keep your eye out for Rondale Moore. So he's going to be back for Arizona. He's only 3.8K. So with him back, if he's a full go, we get word he's a full go. I think Greg Dortch is going to take a huge backseat. Rondale Moore right now at only 2%. If we get word he's a full go, I'm going to take a shot, especially for only 3.8K. This will be the last time we get him at this price tag. So good to see him back. All right, so plenty of value. I bring the value, guys. That's what Schroeder and I do, right, Schroeder? Oh, I get a pot of the face. Yeah, you bring that value, all right. What? Yeah, get this microphone out of my face. Schroeder calls me a cheap ass. I don't know why. I spend so much money on him. Because, if he was in charge of the money, he'd spend all of it in a day on salmon treats and you know what. So probably booze, probably some cocaine. Who knows with this cat, All right, so tight end, Schroeder. We got Mark Andrews. So no Kelsey is on the slate. So there's only one tight end to pay up for here. So if you're playing Lamar Jackson, you're playing Mark Andrews. It's that simple. 29 and 29. Just look out. It is against Buffalo. They're 5th in the league against tight ends. So Andrews, Mandrews, whatever you guys want to call him, he's probably going to do he might get in the backfield this week and do a couple of rushes, man. Who knows? But definitely in play. Right now, 15% ownership. I don't like the ownership being so high, so probably a cash game play. Should be able to fit them, especially with all that value out there. So to be different, because I just have a pretty good feeling a lot of people are going to pay down, but we'll see. Darren Waller's in play, 5.6K, 5, 8, and 6 targets. It's just, come on, dude. You're better than this. 5, 17, 12, but you can't blame him. Who's throwing him the ball? That's right. That's right. It's not really his fault. Zach Ertz looks pretty good at 4.7. He's back, guys. I mean, 11 and 10 targets last 2 weeks. 11, 16, 11 DraftKings points. We'll see what happens with Rondell Moore back, but you would think Zach Ertz would take a back seat, but he's a good red zone target. TJ Hawkinson, I mean, if you're looking for a breakout week for TJ Hawkinson, this could be the week. Against Seattle, they're 25th in the league. You can see right here against freaking tight ends. 4.1K is not too bad. David Njoku, I got to see another one to believe it. A lot of people are so high on David Njoku. He finally, for the first time of his fucking life, had a good game. So everyone won't shut up about him. He's 3.7K, 9%. I got to see more, right? Because we've seen an outburst of Njoku. He'll have one good game a year if we're lucky. So I'm not going to go there. Tyler Conklin's going to be interesting because the Jets have a new quarterback this week. But Conklin's been the fucking man, right? Him and Will Dissly right here. Fucking Big Montana. Big Montana. Yeah. I wish I had the banjo music going in the background like the fantasy footballers, man. That shit's so funny when they do that. But yeah, Conklin at 3.6, man. Just consistency. 7, 8, 9 targets. 16, 10, 11 DraftKings points, man. And he's only 3.6. Like, what are we doing here? Will Dissly, 3.2K. He got in the end zone again, guys. So targets are very limited. I get that. But he's a huge red zone target. Huge. Huge for Geno Smith. 23rd in the league, Detroit is, against tight end. So if you're going to do a Geno Smith play, I'd throw a Big Montana in there at 3-2. I'll drink to that. Mr. Primetime, right? Dallas Goedert's fine. You're going to play a Jalen Hurts lineup, 4.5K. Sure, Jacksonville's tough on tight ends also. They're 8th in the league, man. So, GPP play, I don't think it's necessary if you're going to do a Hurts stack per se, but he's in play. I mean, he's cheap enough, right? Fuck it. Dalton Schultz. Schultz is limited in practice on week 4. He's expected to play. So 3.9K. You want to take a shot here. He's always a safety blanket, right? Dawson Knox against Buffalo. Fuck. Schroeder. Why don't I ever edit my videos? Because I can be like everywhere else where they edit their video and there's like a pause and they're at this angle. They say a sentence, pause, they're at a different angle. Like, why do they do that? That bugs the hell out of me. It looks like max headroom for those of you that are old enough to remember that shit. I don't edit my videos, guys. If I fuck up, I fuck up. It's at my expense. You guys can laugh. I laugh at myself, let's face it. But it's legitimately me fucking up, It's not fake here. Yeah, I said Dawson Knox, all right? 3.8K. The guy just can't stay healthy. He's going to play this week. So the Bills should be fully loaded. So if you want to get off Gabe Davis, be like, you know what? I think Dawson Knox is going to be the guy. You can do that, but I think Gabe Davis is going to have a really good week this week. Robert Tonyan's been getting more love also from Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is like, fuck this. I'm tired of I don't want to be a run-heavy team. I'm Aaron Rodgers. I got the arm. I want to air it out. 7 targets last week, 10 fantasy points. He's only 3.5K, guys. He was out there for 45% of the snaps. If you're doing a Green Bay stack, God bless you, but New England cannot cover tight ends. They're 29th in the league. That's pretty bad. So not bad for 3.5. There's just so much value, ladies and gentlemen. And let's look at defenses real quick. What do we got cooking over here? Defenses, you're pretty much got to get lucky, guys. You can pay up full for defenses and still they get you like a 2. Seattle, Detroit. That's fine for 2-4. Let's see here. I really don't like paying up, guys, for defense. I just punt. Like once we're getting up here to like Green Bay is the best matchup, but I'm not paying 4-1 for a defense. Are you kidding me? Dallas solid defense, but we're not paying these prices, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to do it. Pittsburgh has a decent defense, but no Watt, so they're down. You know, one of the best defensemen in the league. Just yuck, right? Texans, no. Houston, Jacksonville, they have a great defense, but they're going up against Jalen Hurts, so I don't know about all that. Eagles defense 3-8. Oof, good gosh, no. Maybe take a flyer on like Detroit too. Maybe Seattle, Detroit, Arizona at 2-8. Maybe they get it done defensively, right? Washington and Dallas. You can take a flyer on Washington. Their defense is ass, but these two teams hate each other. It is Cooper Rush. It's not Dak Prescott. Baltimore against the Bills. I mean, for all the points Baltimore gives up, they still show out, man. 11, 7, and 11 fantasy points. They get a lot of they get lucky. We'll say that. They get pick sixes, they get kick returns from Duvernay. So Ravens defense at 2-5 against Buffalo. Nobody's gonna have them. But just punt, guys. Just punt it. Hopefully they get you a pick six, field goal return, kick return, what have you. So, and that's going to do it for the video, guys. Stack the Bills and just be different elsewhere. You can play anybody you want this week. There is so much value because they set the pricing like way early in the week, so before anybody knows who's injured. So God bless them for that at one point. On the other point, it kind of makes players kind of chalky. So that part I don't like. So, but that's going to do it, guys. Again, dfsclub.com, guys. Don't you dare be sour. Join the DFS club and feel the power. We're $14.99 a month, guys. Nobody can even touch that, and that's for everything. We got NBA, what? NHL, MLB, NASCAR, soccer, esports, UFC, college football, college basketball. We play everything, guys. Stop losing. Start freaking winning. DFSclub.com. And we got Schroeder here. You guys want to donate to the Schroeder Child Support Fund? You want to donate a couple of bucks in the tip jar for Schroeder? I can almost say it with a straight face. Click down below on that super thanks button. We really appreciate it. And you get a special shout out in the next video. And you get a special message from Schroeder and I. Schroeder, you want to take a swig? You want to hold it? All right, Schroeder's going to hold it. He's like, no, get that shit out of here. That's what got me in this mess. Yeah, I wonder where all my White Claws went. My goodness. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Don't forget on your way out, hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 7,000 by the end of the month. Hit that like, comment buttons. You guys already know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. God bless you. Most importantly, guys, let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. Absolutely nobody. That's always been my advice to you guys since day one. I'm Gabriel Skywalker. This is Schroeder Skywalker. Schroeder, let us get the fuck out of here. We'll see you guys in the morning. Let's win some money this week, and let's win that millie. Let's go.